Hi, I'm Tammy Randolph, the Director of Investor Development at the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce, and you're joining us for The Chamber Does What? Damon, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Damon Dalgleish with SK Foods. You are the Senior Site Director, correct?
That's correct. Senior Plant Director for SK Food Group.
You are one of our newest manufacturers. I'm very excited to have you, and you are located at Spring Branch Industrial Park, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. We're the third facility out there, and we just opened up. We just rolled into our fourth month of operation.
That is fabulous. Now, not everybody knows what SK Food Group is. What is SK Food Group?
Yeah, no, absolutely. You won't see SK Food Group logo or name out in the market. We are a co-manufacturer, so we're working behind the scenes with some big global brands. And we're going to do manufacturing of sandwiches, wraps. In our other facilities, we do other things, prepared meals, hot dogs, hamburgers. So really a lot of preparation behind the scenes that allows them just to be able to prepare that easily, whether they heat it up or just put some things together and then serve it to the customer.
But here you're making sandwiches, correct?
Yeah, in the location here in Cleveland, we're making sandwiches and wraps.
Sandwiches and wraps.
Yes.
Now, where is SK Food, your corporate, where are you located at?
So the corporate office, the headquarters is out of Tolleson, Arizona, Phoenix. And that changed kind of during COVID. We were originally from Seattle. So that's where SK Food Group grew up out of a long story, but the short version is food trucks back in 75 years ago, the traditional food trucks that would visit job sites. And then from there, they had to figure out a way to make more food to supply more trucks as things got busier. And then it just evolved into a high volume food manufacturer. So originally out of Seattle, and then grew to Reno, Nevada, 2007, opened up a second large plant in Groveport, Ohio in 2014, Phoenix, Arizona in 2017, and then here in Cleveland this year.
Now, I love Cleveland. I've chose Cleveland 3 times to live in now. And I think it's the best place to be in the whole wide world. But how does a large manufacturer like SK Food Group find Cleveland and choose to come to Cleveland and Bradley County?
Yeah, so, I wasn't involved in the process, but I'm very aware of how it happened. Speaking for our executive team, this was probably 3 years ago, looking for the fourth location and where it could strategically be located. As I mentioned, we had a location up in Columbus, Ohio area, and then we're well suited on the West Coast. So it was definitely going to be somewhere on the East, Southeast preferably. And so they brought on a third party that helps companies find the ideal location. And from what I hear and just listening to stories, they narrowed it down to, a couple 100-mile radius between the Carolinas, northern Georgia, and eastern Tennessee. And then the team went out and visited those locations and met with the chambers. And I will say that they fell in love with the Bradley Cleveland Chamber of Commerce and just the environment here. Obviously, they did the demographics, knowing that there was going to be a workforce that we could pull from. But just the welcomeness of the chamber, the Pie Center was a big draw. Just the way the community is built around supporting manufacturing.
We're very lucky to have the Pie Center. I don't think there's anything like it anyplace else in the United States. And you have already, that was one of the first things y'all did, is you've already partnered with the Pie Center, correct?
Absolutely. We have, I'll go and visit it right after I finish here, but we have a 5,000 square foot suite right behind us here. The neat thing is we just equipped it with equipment. So if you walk over there, we've got a conveyor line, some checkwares and metal detectors, and then a nice robotic auto packaging cell. So things that we use at the plant, we have now equipped as of about 2 weeks ago in the Pie Center here. And our training and development team's putting together a full package for 2026 to roll out a training program.
That's fabulous. Because I think even before the plant was finished and you were here, you were working out of the Pie Center, weren't you?
Yes, absolutely. Myself and our senior HR manager were the first 2 on board here in Cleveland. And we did. Before the plant was ready for us, we were working out of the Pie Center every day. And so we really got to know the Pie Center. We got some nice tours from Kyle and just understanding what it's all about, and really I couldn't agree with you more that I've never seen anything like it. I've been in manufacturing for 28 years, and I've seen a lot of vocational programs, but nothing to this magnitude.
It's because it puts together both the vocational programs, but also the social programs that some of these kids that they need
Yeah.
with transportation, with social services, with and beyond, and having the soft skills as long to go along with the actual physical skills, because kids are graduating now from high school being completely certified and ready to go out straight into the workforce, because not everybody is college bound.
That's absolutely right.
And the fact that we have this program not only here, but also with Cleveland City Schools, they're not in the Pie Center, but they have their CTE programs as well, with kids getting them ready for the future and for the workforce. And it's great to have that partnership between the schools, the community, the chamber, and our manufacturers. We're very fortunate. I'm highlighting manufacturers. October, as you know, is National Manufacturing Month. And we are very fortunate to have a wide, diverse manufacturing base, from, the single proprietor doing the small business manufacturing up to our large employers.
Yeah.
Now, how many employees did you say you have going right now?
Yeah, so we're up to 190 associates. Wow. Yep, in 4 months, and we're really proud of that. We've already promoted around 25 individuals have been able to elevate up to either a different department that they started in, or just elevating up to a lead or a supervisor. But yeah, we're up to 190 employees across all departments.
Are you running just one shift or multiple shifts?
Yeah, one shift. We have 6 production lines, which is probably about 35% of the space. So we have a lot more growth ahead of us. But we're running one shift Monday through Friday. And that 190 folks, as I mentioned, is in warehouse, quality control, all the areas to help support the manufacturing room.
That's fabulous. And you had good turnout. I mean, obviously, you have 190 employees. You had great turnout for your job fairs, because I know you had a couple of them was it June or July is when you started hiring, wasn't it?
We started hiring in April, end of April. So our job fairs were fantastic, and teaming up with the chamber, right? We were connected with some billboards.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mix 104.1 here locally. We had some ads there. But we had a job fair in late March, and about over 300 people showed up. And we had the career bus from the state out to help with people that needed to apply online, because that's how we always start. We want everybody to apply on our website. But we had over 500 people at our 2 job fairs. And we're still pulling from applications from those events, even today. So, when we need to hire 5 more people to just backfill some open positions, our team just goes into our ADP program, and they're still pulling off applications of people that applied back in March and April.
That's good. That's fabulous. It's a great facility. I've been out there. I can't wait to go out. You're going to be doing your grand opening in October. And so I'm looking forward to have that. That'll be a great experience. Now, you've been with SK, where did you move here? Because you're not a local boy.
No.
So where did you come from?
So I joined SK Food Group when they opened up their Phoenix facility. So similar to here in Cleveland, I joined the team when there was a dirt field, and they were building the building in Phoenix, Arizona. That's where I was born and raised. So I'm native to Scottsdale, Arizona.
Okay.
So in my backyard, I was able to join up with SK Food Group, launched the facility there, ran that facility for about 8 years. And then this opportunity came about, and I felt like I wanted to do that all over again. So
if you're from Arizona, how you doing with our humidity? I mean, I know it's hot in Arizona, but it's not our kind of hot.
Yeah, I've been bragging when I moved out here about weather, but the last few weeks, not last week, and it's been gorgeous, but that week where we were having the feels like over 100, that was different, right? Because I'm used to feels like 115, but it's a dry heat. And I always thought that was kind of a joke people would tell us, because I was always grew up in Arizona. But there's definitely a thing to humidity. So can't say that I got used to it, but I just kept looking forward to the temperatures in the fall, and then I think we're here. They tell me it's going to warm up one more time.
Yes.
But the temperatures in the 50s, and driving over here this morning, it's still in the high 60s. It's just that's what one of the reasons that drew me here.
Now, and you have transitioned here. Your family, you are in Cleveland. Your kids are in the Cleveland schools.
Yeah.
How have you found your transition to Cleveland? Is Cleveland a good community to move to?
Absolutely. I love Cleveland. There's not too many things in life anymore, unfortunately, that you expect something and it exceeds it on all fronts. So E.L. Ross is a fabulous school. Both my kids, I have a 11-year-old son and a 10-year-old daughter. So when we moved here, they both went to E.L. Ross in 5th grade and 4th grade, and can't speak enough about that. The team there, how welcoming they are, such a great school. And then my son just moved over to Cleveland Middle School, and what a fabulous school. It's a large school, so very not used to a middle school with over 1,400 students, but they handle it well and really like the atmosphere there. So the schools have been excellent, and everybody I talked to in town has been very welcoming.
Well, good. I'm
Yeah.
glad. What is, as a relative newcomer, just for over a year with us, what have you found to be some of your favorite things to do in Cleveland and Bradley County?
So my favorite things to do is it's a short drive in any direction, and you can find yourself out in nature. Whether it's the lake up north, which I'm learning the local called Parksville.
Parksville out there off the Ocoee.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've been up there a couple times. We've been to Benton Falls, so waterfalls. So for me, living in the desert my whole life, just water in general has been appealing. So Hiawassee River, we went and
Have you gone
hiked
paddling on
along
the
that.
Hiawassee?
Haven't gone paddling yet. That's one of our things we've put on our list. But just again, just being able to really drive in any direction. We've been to Gatlinburg. We've driven over to Nashville. So just a lot of neat things to look at and enjoy nature close by.
Have you been to any of the festivals like the Hot Slaw and Art Y'all or the Calpia Festival? I mean, this is Cleveland.
I'm starting to see this is a festival town, right? And again, looking forward to joining some of them. We stumbled across the Hot Slaw Festival there when we were having dinner at Cafe Roma, and we did go back there, and it was really neat to see just how everybody really embraces, I guess the claim to the hot slaw is born here. And so everybody's proud of that. And so that was fun to just see the individuals and how proud they are of that. But no, I'm looking to see the list of festivals that are coming up. I think there's a big one at the Greenway this weekend, maybe.
There is, and the Calpia Festival.
Yeah.
We're filming in September for October, but the Calpia Festival is in September up in Charleston.
Yeah.
And so we have that one. But people always say, Cleveland is not a small town.
Right.
But it still maintains that community and small town feeling. And I'm glad to know that, you moving here and your company, that you get to experience that you get the welcome from Cleveland. And that's what we want to have, is that Southern hospitality. So.
Absolutely. And we're getting used to, my wife especially, letting our kids just go play out in the neighborhood, right? That's not something that you really can do anymore in Phoenix, unfortunately. In the city there, you would always want to keep tabs on where your kids are. But I always talk to my wife when the kids are gone, and she's like, "Where are they?" And I'm like, "Well, they're out playing." And this is how I grew up, back in the old days. And you don't really have to worry about, as much here. And so the kids are able to go and enjoy time with friends and neighbors, and you don't have to kind of keep a hawk eye on them. So really enjoy just the small town atmosphere.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Like I said, it gives you the small town comfort we still have a lot of nightlife, we still have activities going on, and you still get to be active with it.
Absolutely.
We are very glad to have SK Food with us here in Cleveland, and I'm glad to have you here with us today. So thank you all for joining us, for watching, listening. Make sure you like, follow, share, tell your friends, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.